All right, welcome everybody. Thank you so much to coming to this Zoom Q&A session. Good afternoon. Some of you I saw this morning in our conferences and some of you I saw earlier this week. It's wonderful to see some of you for the first time on camera, and I'm happy to have you here. So the purpose of this meeting is to give you a chance to ask any questions that you might have about your composition in two genres assignment or your research topic proposal. So how is everybody feeling about the composition in two genres assignment? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. You can unmute or put it in the chat. 4, okay, not so good. Six, pretty good on the higher end of things. 5, average 5s. I'm seeing lots of 5s. Okay. Well, hopefully I can turn some of those 4s and 5s into 7s and 8s today. That's the goal. So let's just go over the deadlines really quick, because I know that that's going to be something that people have questions about. So you can find all of the deadlines on the syllabus. There's a chance that I will make the deadlines later than they are on the syllabus, but don't count on that. And I will never make the deadlines earlier than they are on the syllabus. So your first draft of your essay is due Tuesday, October 26th, and then you are to participate in peer review by Thursday, October 28th. And then, oh no, my computer froze. And all right, I am back. Well, I lost my place. And then you have a report in progress due on Thursday, November 4th, and then your final draft is going to be due on Tuesday, November 9th. Any questions about the timeline? All right, I'll just open the floor to any questions at all that you have. You can put questions in the chat or unmute yourself to ask questions.
My main question is, so after we create the two genres, are we like writing an essay based on our two genres? That's like what I'm confused.
Okay, so let me pull up the assignment and I'll tell you exactly what it is that you need to write to accompany your two genres. And to accompany your two genres, you need two pieces of writing. You need an audience strategy and you need a reflection on your composition. So in your audience strategy, I want for you to be discussing who your target audience is and the steps that you made to target that audience in your composition. So if, for example, you want your target audience to be everyday people of a variety of backgrounds, I want to see evidence that you maybe used lots of color to try to attract everyone's attention, or you use simple language in the writing that and the words that correspond to your image. If your target audience is Gen Z or millennials, maybe you use slang in your writing, or you used a meme that was to be shared on social media that would only be intelligible to someone who's in touch with the internet. So in the audience strategy, I want you to be offering a justification for your chosen audience and the choices that you made in your visual work. I also want you to be discussing context in that audience strategy. So I want for you to be discussing what specific type of social media post you made, like what platform do you imagine it appearing upon? If you're making a poster, where do you imagine that poster being displayed? If you're making a presentation, to whom do you imagine delivering this presentation? What context? And then your reflection is a less formal writing assignment. And you're going to be discussing your thought process behind the writing of your behind the composition of your 2 genre pieces. There are a few questions that I asked right here. Audience, what barriers in communicating to your audience did you encounter? How did you overcome these barriers? Process, how was the composing process different from your research essay? Genre, why did you choose the 2 genres that you did? And what rhetorical practices do you find yourself using? Were they effective in the way that you presented them? So I'm asking for very specific things in these pieces of writing, and they are really short. The rationale or audience strategy is 1 to 2 pages, and the reflection is also 1 to 2 pages. So don't spend any time writing about anything that I am not specifically asking about. I just want to see justification for your chosen audience, and then you reflect on the process. Does that answer your question, Christiana?
Is like, do we put that under like all under one thing, or are there just different writing assignments for it?
There are 2 writing assignments that go, and you can put them all in one file. You can put them all in one document. That's fine with me. Just, I would like for you to distinguish between the 2. There's the audience strategy and the reflection. You can have them as multiple documents, or you can have them all as one document. I don't mind. In the examples I showed you, I believe the authors had them all on one document. Is everyone aware that I posted some examples on Blackboard? Yes, awesome. Okay, so I hope that those will be helpful in guiding the process of writing this composition in 2 genres. I know it's a scary and different project from writing a conventional research paper, but in those examples, I really want you to be paying attention to the audience strategy and the reflection, because that's where the majority of your grade is going to be coming from, is that audience strategy and reflection. Other questions?
Yes, I have a question. It's regarding the genre. So do we have to create, for example, if we want to target a more younger audience and we decide to do a genre would be social media, therefore, let's say TikTok, will we have to make a TikTok?
Oh, this is a great question. I've encountered this question before. You do not actually have to post to social media the posts that you make for this class. You could just make a video of TikTok length. You don't have to post it on TikTok. You would have to, if you would have to make a video, but you don't have to post it.
Okay, and also another thing is that I want to, like, for my genre, like the genres that I decided to pick, I want to target 2 separate audiences. So I want to do like the 2 different genres will be targeting different audiences, and the other one will be an older audience, which is specifically parents. So I was thinking maybe a newspaper. Would I have to write an article?
You would have to write a newspaper article, yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So the assignment is to create 2 original genre compositions. Michelle.
I'm wondering if the short assignments are the same as the rationale and...
No, the short assignments are to get you thinking towards the rationale, but the short assignments are not the same as the rationale. And the rationale, I expect it to be much more polished and very concise and to the point, and offering justification for the formatting and stylistic choices that you made in your visual and how that relates to your audience.
Oh, so our short assignments will be submitted on Blackboard, whereas the rationale and reflection will be submitted with our 2 genres?
Exactly, yeah. So the short assignments, I canceled the genre proposal, but the short assignments are going to be the research topic proposal or research topic reflection, whatever I called it, which you've already submitted, and then the report on research in progress. Those are what I'm referring to when I'm talking about the short assignments. Those are different assignments from the writing that you're going to submit in conjunction with your pieces of genre writing.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lorraine.
Yes. So for each genre, we have to get a reflection and audience strategy for each.
No, you just have one audience strategy. You can devote one paragraph in that audience strategy to discussing one of your genre pieces, and then the next paragraph to discussing your next genre piece. So your total audience strategy for both of your pieces should be 1 to 2 pages. And you also only need one reflection for both of those pieces of genre writing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Kenneth.
Oh, hi, Professor. So my question is, if we like to change our genre to a different genre, are we able to do that?
Sure, you're not bound to the genres you wrote about in your research topic proposal. If you have any questions about a genre or you're not sure, you can always run it by me, and I'm more than happy to give you the thumbs up. But you are not bound to the genres that you chose in your research topic proposal. And in fact, a lot of you chose very writing intensive genres in your research topic proposal. And I imagine that many of you are going to switch to less writing intensive genres over the course of the process of writing this paper. Yeah, Lorraine says yes. Yeah. And I'm here to help you. If you have any questions about switching genres, I'm always here via email. So just let me know if you have any questions about it. You're not bound to the genres that you submitted. Does that answer your question, Kenneth?
Yeah, it does. Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. Any other questions? All right, just a reminder that if you would like for me to go over a draft with you, I am more than happy to do that. Just send me an email and we can set up a Zoom meeting to look over your draft. It was a pleasure to meet with all of you today, and I really look forward to seeing the work that you submit. Stay in touch, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.